Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Well, what can I say? I'm a flip-flopper. I flip-flop, all right? I'm very impulsive. I love to try new guns and buy new guns and review them. It's just a lot of fun for me. So I got rid of the Grendel, the Grendel AR that I was going to hunt with, that I've been talking about for the last month. It is in a shop, and I ordered through my buddy Juan's FFL, EDC Alaska. I ordered Kimber Mountain Ascent in 270. Super excited about that, and I'll talk about that in a while. But yeah, guys, that was my plan this whole hunting season. I was going to get a new lightweight 270 because I love that round, and I think it's superior to some of these new Wildcats that are coming out. I just got sidetracked by the Grendel because I saw a good deal on an upper, and then I put it together, and I spent so much money on it that I was thinking, wow, I'm going to hunt with this. Now, the appeal for the Grendel for me was that these fat little bullets fit in a standard 5.56 lower. You get special mags, and you just get the upper and you put it on your regular AR-15 lower. So that, I already had some lowers, so that was the appeal for me. Plus the ballistics were pretty good. But to tell you the truth, for Alaska hunting, it's just not going to do it for me. It would kill a caribou, and it would kill a black bear, and it would have been interesting to try that, but they're a little small. I mean, look at these fat little bullets. They're just short, stubby, fat little bullets. Here's a 270. This is a hunting bullet. You know, so the ballistics are very interesting with some of these, the new technology, the stuff they can do with the ballistics are pretty amazing. But I'm not going to, why would I compare a Grendel to a 270 when the Creedmoor is even more, I mean, the Creedmoor is superior to the Grendel. So, I mean, the Grendel is just really small. It's better than a 5.56. It's very flat shooting. You know, out to 1,200 yards, you're gonna stay supersonic. It's pretty impressive. But for Alaska hunting, it makes me nervous. It's pretty small. Now, the Creedmoor, I thought about getting a mountain rifle in that too, but I think the 270 beats the Creedmoor. Now, there are some deals with the whole ballistics. You know, I'm not a ballistics guy like Chuck, but the Creedmoor does do better with wind, but the 270 does have less drop, which is interesting. Another advantage to the Creedmoor and even the Grendel is the bullet choice. All these match shooters are doing 6.5, and so there's all these amazing ballistic bullets to choose from. As for 270, it's an old school 90-year-old hunting round, and there's not a big enough choice. But I will say that there are like 3 match choices that you can choose from, and then you can reload. There's, you know, the Nosler ballistic points, and then some other brands make some match for 270. So as far as ammo, if you're going to shoot matches and stuff, you're definitely lacking in the 270. And it's really too bad that it didn't catch on for matches, that people didn't offer all kinds of newer bullets in the 270. But it is understandable because a 270 will burn your barrel out much faster than a Creedmoor or even a Grendel. And the recoil, that's one thing that I was thinking about. The Grendel is the recoil, and even Creedmoor, they're built to just have very light recoil and match some of the long-range capabilities of some of the bigger bullets. Now, the 270 is slightly bigger than a Creedmoor. You know, the Creedmoor will max out with the Hornady rounds at about 150 grains, while the 270 will be 153 in the same bullet. So I forgot what it is. It's like 0.013 diameter bigger than the Creedmoor. You may not think that makes much of a difference, but I do. It's a slightly heavier bullet, and it's got a little more power. And when it comes down to it, it's got 90 years of hunting history. You know, I'm going to order Jack O'Connor's book, you know, about hunting, a lot of it with the 270, and you know, it is just amazing what he did with it. He brought his 270 on some sheep hunts and killed grizzlies several times. But I will say he wasn't using, you know, factory ammo from the 40s and 50s. You know, that would not have been a good deal if he would have used factory 270 ammo on a grizzly bear back in the day. You know, he was doing some really highly tuned hand loads. He was loading for his 270 himself. So there's that. But with today's modern ammo, you just cannot beat the 270. I think it's perfect for Alaska. Now Chuck from Alaska Ballistics was trolling me, and he was like, why are you going to get a 270? Why don't you just get a 30-06? And that is a good point. The 30-06 is considered the classic Alaska rifle. The recoil isn't as big as some of the big magnums, and it can take out anything. And Fish and Game here in Alaska, in their handbook, they suggest the 30-06 you know, to use because of the lighter recoil and your ability to get more shots on something. But I told Chuck I already have a 338, and he's just trying to get me to get a 30-06 because he's got a bunch of 30-06 brass that he wants to reload. So I already have the 338 for moose and brown bear, so that's fine. Anything other than moose or brown bear, the 270 will kill, and it will kill it excellently. This is the perfect caribou round, black bear round, even moose and grizzly bear, no problem with a 270. It would do the job, and it would do it just fine as long as you made a good shot placement. You know, that being said, I'm going to bring the 338 out on the big, dangerous game hunts. I'm not going to take any chances, but if I'm out caribou hunting and I see a brown bear, I will definitely shoot it with my 270. I just have a lot of faith in 270. I've taken large game with it. It's got a big following, and it's for a good reason. Just because on paper the Creedmoor and the Grendel look good and they've got similar weight bullets to a 270 does not mean that they are going to kill animals better. The 270 has hunting data on animals that virtually every animal in North America has been killed, regardless of size, with a 270. And that just speaks for itself. It's just proven to work. There's guys that take elk with their Creedmoor, but just some of the stories I've heard, I think the data is heavily on the 270 side. I think from what I've seen and read, that I will stick with the 270. So I'm very excited. So I've got the Kimber Mountain Ascent. It's the lightest factory hunting rifle available on the market today. It's 4 pounds and some change. I forgot what it is. 4 pounds, 13 ounces, or 4 pounds, 8 ounces. But anyways, super light, chambered in 270. They had the Creedmoor one, but it didn't have the camo pattern, and I wanted 270. So yeah, Juan has ordered me Kimber Mountain Ascent in 270 straight from the Kimber factory, I guess, and it's going to be here in 6 to 8 weeks. So it'll be midsummer by the time I get it. I'll be able to practice with it, sight it in, get a lighter weight 3x9 scope on there, and for fall hunting season caribou, I'll be set. I'll be hunting with a 270. So let me know what you guys think. I'm sorry for my impulsivity. You know, I do like going through some of the guns pretty quick. And on these forums, us Alaska guys, we constantly trade. It's like an addiction. It's a horrible addiction. Oh, something new, a new gun. You know, and I'm not even that bad. My buddy Mike trades up to 4 new guns a week. And so he's just constantly rolling through this assembly line of new guns that he just gets to play with. And wow, look at this. Oh, now look what I got. I mean, could you imagine that? I couldn't imagine. In my prime, I was doing maybe 1 or 2 a month, new guns, just trading in and out. And then I've slowed down. I've gotten better. Now I only trade every few months or so. But my protection guns, like my 10 millimeter, my 500 Smith & Wesson, I haven't traded those. I'm getting better at that. I'm not planning on trading the Scar, of course, and the 338. But anyways, I'm going to stick with the 270. That's my Alaska hunting rifle, and I think it's a good choice. I'm going to sleep better with this decision. And some of these Wildcats, the 6.5, they're pretty cool. They're good for matches, but for Alaska hunting, I don't think they cut them. And I'd rather have more recoil and maybe slower getting on target and really take out animals with the 270. So let me know what you guys think. I got the live stream coming up tomorrow, and we'll be putting out more videos in the future. Please check out my Patreon page, and it's Chuke, your friend in the field.
Outdoor adventure.